Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good morning, class. How are you today? I'm fine too, thank you. Well, before we start learning this morning, let's read a prayer. To the head of the class, please lead the prayer. Ananda, please check the left and right side. Are there any of your friends who are not present today? Okay, I will check your attendance today. Hana, Nabila, Rani. Okay. Ananda, our learning today is still the same as before. I hope that you will be more active in learning. If anyone wants to ask question or give opinion, please raise your hand so I can know how far you understand our learning today. And your activeness will also be a value from me, and this can be used to increase your value later. Okay, Ananda, please take out the textbook. Ananda, before we start lesson today, I want to ask you our lesson last week. Do you still remember or have you forgotten? Last week, we learned about scarcity. So, do you still remember what is scarcity? Yes? Please share your opinion or understand about scarcity. Thanks to Ananda Rani. No, I remind you again, when you have learned new material, don't forget the old material. Okay, Ananda? Ananda, our learning today is about economic problem in the economic system with indicator. First, identify the main problems of classical and modern economics. Next, explain the meaning of the economic system. The third, identify the various economic system. The fourth, explain the strength and weakness of each economic system. And the fifth, understand the characteristic of the Indonesian economy according to the 1945 Constitution Article 33. And the last, understand the basic value of the Indonesian economy according to the 1945 Constitution Article 33. So, Ananda, this indicator is the goal that we must achieve for our lesson today. Ananda, please sit in groups according that I have shared last week. Each group will get material to discuss, and after the group discussion, I will ask the group representative to present the result of the discussion in front. And to other group, if anyone has question, please ask. Okay? Group 1, discuss the main problems of classical and modern economics. Group 2, discuss the meaning of the economic system and the various economic system. Group 3, discuss the strength and weakness of each economic system. Group 4, discuss the characteristic of the Indonesian economy. And Group 5, discuss the basic value of the Indonesian economy according to Article 33 of the 1945 Constitution. Please discuss. I will give you 15 minutes. Okay, Ananda, the discussion time is over. Now I ask each group to present the result of their discussion. For Group 1, please. Okay, thank you. And the last, Group 5, please. Okay, next I will show you a video related to our material today so that you really understand today's material.
Economic problems in the economic system. A. Main economic problem. B. Economic system. C. Indonesian economic system. A. Main economic problems. The main problems of this economy are divided into two, namely, the main problems of classical economics and the main problems of modern economics. The main problems of classical economics are divided into three, namely, production problems, distribution problems, and consumption problems. The first, production problems. Production means producing goods or services that aim to meet human needs. And to meet these human needs, producers must know what goods and services are needed. The process to produce goods or services requires economic research, ranging from natural research, human research, and capital research. The second, distribution problem. Another problem is how the product can be distributed properly until it reaches the hands of consumer. The factors that influence distribution channels are market, goods, companies, and buyer habits. The third, consumption problems. After the goods and services arrive at the consumer, the next problem is whether the goods will be consumed or even worse. Maybe because the goods are not right, not needed, not wanted, and the price is not affordable. This is also another problem that must be answered by manufacturers as product makers. For the main problems of modern economy, this also divided into three, that is, what will be produced? What goods or services will be produced? This problem concerns the type and amount of goods or services that need to be produced to suit the needs of the community in an area or globally. The second, how to produce. The second problem of modern economic relates to the mode of production. The answer to this question is closely related to the use of appropriate technique in producing an item, so as to produce the most efficient product. Next, for whom? For whom is it produced? This problem does not only concern who the production goods are marketed to, but who will also enjoy the result. So, what is meant by for whom goods and services are produced is closely related to who will enjoy the income and result of production activities. B. Economic system. Understanding the economic system. Economic system, a way to regulate and organize all economic activities in society, whether carried out by the government or the private sector based on certain principles in order to achieve prosperity or welfare of the community. Various economic system. First, traditional economic system. The economic system found in people's way of life is still traditional. People produce the necessary goods themselves in a simple way because they are not familiar with technology, and even if there is technology, it is still very simple and minimal. Characteristic. There is no clear division of labor in society. Fulfillment of needs is carried out with a barter system. The result of production and distribution system are formed because of the prevailing custom. or tradition. The type of production is adjusted to the needs of each household. Community life is family. Nature is the source of life. Strength and weakness. The strength of the traditional economy: first, no competition. Second, the community is not burdened with heavy targets because economic activities are only to meet their daily needs. And weakness of the traditional economy: first, difficult to progress, and economic activities are only to fulfill the necessities of life, not to improve welfare. And the last, not taking into account the efficiency and effectiveness in producing. Second, market or liberal economic system. An economic system in which the government gives freedom to private individuals and entities to produce and consume at their own discretion. Characteristic market or liberal economic system: first, everyone's property rights are recognized, even given the freedom to own capital goods. Second, all economic activities are carried out by the private sector or the community. The third, the government does not intervene in the market mechanism. The last, there is free competition. Strength. Market liberal economic strength. Every individual is free to own wealth and production research, and community creativity can be developed, produce quality goods, high efficiency and effectiveness, and less individuals and private entities are free to choose and own the means of production. Weakness. Weakness of the market or liberal economy. There is unfair competition and encourages the formation of a monopoly. Freedom is easily abused by those who are strong in terms of economy. The emergence of a growing gap between the strong and weak economic groups. And the last, the economy is easily shaken by instability. The third, common or centralized economic system. This economic system is also called a centralized economic system because all economic activities are planned and commanded by the government, and the role of the private sector is not prominent in this economic system because producers, whether household companies or industries, are only the implementers of government plans. The characteristics of the common economic system. First, all factors of production and capital belong to the government. Next, personal rights are not recognized. Economic policies are regulated by the government. And the next, the type of work and the division of labor are regulated by the government. And the last, the government does not give freedom to individuals or private parties to carry out economic activities. Common or centralized economic strength. The government is fully responsible for the economy. Equitable distribution and price control are relatively easy to do. And the government can regulate the distribution of production goods, and there is an even distribution of income. While weakness of common or centralized economy: first, individual creativity does not develop, and communities do not have the freedom to own tools and economic research. Goods distributed by the government are not always needed by the community, and last, it is difficult for the government to calculate the needs of its people and the cost of production activities centrally, because the economic needs of the community are very complex. Fourth, mixed economic system. This economic economic system is the middle of the common economy system and the market economy system, where research are allocated by the market and the government. Characteristic for mixed economic system. First, combination of common economy system and market system. And some economic activities are carried by the private sector and some are held by the government. And the government intervenes by making regulation, setting fiscal monetary policy, assisting and supervising private sector activities. Strength and weakness. Mixed economic strength. First, there is a balance of roles between the government and the private sector. Unfair competition can be avoided because of government intervention. While weakness of a mixed economy, important research such as electricity, water, telecommunication, and transportation are controlled by the government. Indonesia economic system. First, characteristic of the Indonesian economy according to the 1945 Constitution Article 33. The basic legal basis for the Indonesian economy can be seen from the 1945 Constitution Article 33 paragraphs 1 until 4. Based on the first in Article 33, it can be seen that the characteristics of the Indonesian economy include: first, family is a fundamental principle in Indonesia's economic democracy. The role of the state is very important in managing economic research. Community welfare is a top priority in managing economic research. Prohibits the control of natural research in the hands of individuals or certain parties. The Indonesian economy is supported by three main actors, namely cooperative, state or regional owned enterprise, and private-owned enterprise, which will create economic democracy. The soul of Article 33 of the 1945 Constitution, which is based on a social spirit, has control over various research for the public interest in the state. Togetherness, efficiency with justice, sustainability, environmental insight, independence, and maintaining a balance of progress and national economic unity are basic principles that must be considered by every Indonesian economic actor. Second, the basic values of the Indonesian economy according to Article 33 of the 1945 Constitution. The first, cooperation. Cooperation is more important than competition is carry out economic activities in Indonesia, especially unfair competition, which leads to monopoly on the use of economic research and monopoly of prosperity by a group of people. Second, kinship. Family is the first basic value that must be realized by every Indonesian economic actor. This is ordered directly by paragraph 1 of Article 33 of the 1945 Constitution. The third, mutual cooperation. Mutual cooperation is an important identity in the life of the Indonesian people, including when carrying out economic activities, so that the benefits of the earth, water, and natural resource contained therein can be felt by all Indonesian people without exception. And the last, justice. Justice is the more important thing in every economic activity in Indonesia, so that every economic actor can get a share according to this work performance or according to his contribution to economic activity. Thank you.
Okay, class. After you discuss and watch a video, do you have any question? Yes, to group 3, please. Okay, the question from group 3 is, what is laissez-faire? Can other groups answer? Yes, group 5, please answer question from group 3. Okay, thank you to group 5. What the group said is true. Laissez-faire is all economic activities are left to the market. There is freedom in economic activities and very minimal government intervention. Are there still questions? Okay, if not, let's conclude together our material today about economic problems in the economic system, where economic problems are divided into two, namely classical economic problems and modern economic problems. And classical economic problem divided into three. What is production problem, distribution problem, and consumption problem. And modern economic problem divided into three. What, how, and for whom. And next, economic system. Economic system divided into four. First, traditional economic system. Second, market or liberal economic system. And the third, commando or centralized economic system. And the last, mixed economic system. Next, the basic value of the Indonesian economy according to Article 33 of the 1945 Constitution. Cooperation, kinship, mutual cooperation, and justice. Okay, class, I think that's all our learning material for today. Don't forget to study for the next meeting material. And sorry for my mistake. Thank you. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.